Welcome to Skybroking Commodity Weekly Market Commentary. Disclaimer: this weekly market commentary is for information purpose only. Before taking any decision, consult a financial advisor. Major data of this week has economic and inflation related data and the major event like US Fed Chairman Mr. Powell speaks on Tuesday and the US FOMC meeting minutes on Wednesday. Now let's see the precious metals outlook. Gold and silver has news like investors pouring into safe havens which have lowered yields slightly and lifted gold. Rate hikes should lower demand, but so should a recession. If the latter continues to be viewed as a likely outcome of the former, precious metals could see its fortunes improve further. Fundamentally, this is a positive news for precious metals, and technically speaking, gold remains in a short covering rally. Silver has a close above 62,000 on daily basis, which means some more upswings ahead and mild profit booking ahead. So these are this week's precious metals outlook. Now let's see the energy outlook. First is crude oil. It has a news like the risks remain titled to the upside, though given the Chinese reopening and continued efforts towards a Russian oil embargo by the European Union. And the data this week from OPEC Plus was once again disappointing to say the least. Unless the economy substantially falters immediately, there isn't much of bearish case for crude currently. Fundamentally, this is a mixed news for crude oil, and technically speaking, crude oil may expect a mixed trade in between 8,356 to 8,789 levels. Next is natural gas. It has a news like Russia stops gas flows to Finland over payments dispute. Fundamentally, this is a positive news for natural gas, and technically speaking, natural gas may expect a positive rally until break below 612 ranges. So these are this week's energy outlook. Now let's see the base metals outlook. First is copper. It has a news like the US manufacturing reading fell unexpectedly, the greatest decline since February. This is fundamentally a slight negative news for copper, and technically speaking, copper may expect a mild profit booking on higher levels. Next is aluminum. It has a news like the aluminum extrusion billet premium in the United States fell from its all-time high on Friday, May 20, amid lessening spot demand and a general downtrend in sentiment in the country's aluminum market. This is fundamentally a negative news for aluminum, and technically speaking, aluminum may expect a profit booking on higher levels. Next is lead. It has a news like the inventory of lead ingots decreased significantly from the beginning of the week. In addition, the off-season of the battery market will not change during this week. This is fundamentally a neutral news for lead, and technically speaking, lead may expect a range-bound trade. Next is zinc. It has a news like the fundamentals of zinc have been largely unchanged. The downstream has refrained from purchasing amid such a high price, and the transactions were slack. This is fundamentally a slight negative news for zinc, and technically speaking, zinc may expect a mixed trade in between 303 to 333 levels. And the last is nickel. It has a news like battery making metal retreating by 2.5% on London Metal Exchange day on day. This is fundamentally a positive news for nickel, and technically speaking, nickel may expect a mixed trade. So these are this week's Commodity Weekly Market Commentary. For account opening, click the link in the description box below. Thank you by Skybroking.